the testimony with Paula Brion, yeah, the diva for Christ, yeah. Why don't you tune in every Tuesday at 9 Eastern Standard Time?
You are listening to The Testimony with host Paula Brioin, a.k.a. Diva for Christ. And in case you don't know what that stands for, it's divinely inspired vessel appointed and anointed for a time such as this. Hey, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, you don't want to miss on Speaker.com.
Come on now, come on now. Come on now, come on now.
Woo! Hey, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. I am the Diva for Christ, anointed and appointed for a time such as this. Yes, 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 the testimony, yeah. And you know we do nothing without going to the throne of God first. Oh, Father God, I just thank you for another wonderful opportunity to bring the testimony to your listeners, to your people, Lord. Father God, use this platform for your will. Have it to do for your people what it needs to do, be it inspiring, be it to uplift, be it to do whatever it needs to do, just so that you can get the glory. Glory to your name, in the precious name above all names, Jesus Christ. Amen. 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 Another wonderful testimony. Yeah, we bring you the best in inspirational, uplifting shows, people that just all aspects of the entertainment field and business, just bridging the gap between the church and community so that we could be so much stronger, especially during a time such as this. This pandemic has been rocking and rolling on us for years, but you know what? To God be the glory. To God be the glory. And tonight, our show will be no different. Every Tuesday, we bring you some wonderful, wonderful, uplifting shows that will inspire and make you want to just do whatever you need to do for the sake of serving the Lord, serving Him mighty. So tonight, we bring to you a dancer, a rapper, a poet, and now, a wonderful, wonderful author. We bring Zo-Alonzo Gross to the house tonight. So just sit back, man, and get ready because he will be coming to you in a minute. But first, he is also a rapper, and I would love just to bring you a piece of what he does when it comes down to rapping. So you just sit back and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful, uplifting song. Enjoy.
Love song playing on repeat. Honestly, her dawn is sweet. No microwave oven blazing hot. Yep, no reheat. She don't say too much. But I can tell tell by the way she carries herself like a third string quarterback that she don't play too much. She's like the wind, so swift. And when she come up in that room, her bliss make every single head turn and twist just like the exorcist. Now words just can't describe her eye. Really wanna say that love is blind, but something's telling me not to go there like a detour sign. So for now, I'm just gonna chill like ice and keep checking my pulse, wondering why this girl be the apple of my eye. Look to the high to give me advice. If this be your dream, man, it's a rush. Can't get a grip, gonna slip, hands in the clutch. All this stress got me a mess. I know I sound a lot like a stalker, more or less, but I can care less, cause in all fairness, I'm keeping the secret so close to my chest like a vest that is beating me up. It's heating me up like a volcano, unable to cease to erupt. Instead I freeze up, oh geez, my knees buck. I'm throwing out hints, but it seems that she ducks. Been around the block, I'm not afraid to admit it, though I'm the one who really got played when I did it. Off the harsh words, brave from the tongue, or acidic. Those crimes are the heart, they seldom acquit it. Driving in the fast lane, thought I was terrific, till I saw deep, then I scared it. Tell me what I gotta do to make you see. Same thing gotta do to make me free. Cause girl, it seems this is hopeless. I think I love her, but she don't notice. I think I love her, she don't notice. I wanna tell her, hope I don't blow it. And if she loves me back, she don't show it. So hard to focus, cause she don't notice. I think I love her, but she don't notice. I wanna tell her, hope I don't blow it. And if she loves me back, she don't show it. So hard to focus, cause she don't notice. Candy rain is falling like a beautiful Vegas morning. I would not give up this yearning, I would not hear this calling. I'm a mess just so appalling, but don't wanna be another pest just starving. My pet bled when I wrote this, couldn't keep my lead within the margin. Girl, sorry for the barging, but it seems you got in my noggin. Plus a few from the inception, from the beginning, please to see Darwin. Could be the geek locked out your login. I really truly ain't like this often. Over my head swim fish and dolphin. In my waterbed, hope I don't fall in. I gotta be your man, it's important for you to understand how this taunting is pitiful, but you're completely undaunted. But this is so critical, this wanting. Another day scared to say something. What is my courage late for now? It lays dormant. Cause you don't love me anyway. I'm in a fight with myself, and myself got me cornered. So it's like a logical fix and a logical stance. Cause it's critic in my head, it's so hard to convince. Everybody know how I feel subterfuge. You can't see the truth, or the vision is a blur. A little food for your thought, for your part, let it stir. OMG, woe is me, this shine is the guy got me cursing, I swear. I want you, but I'm cautious. I want to be your man, be your song within your hearts in a chorus. I need you, please hear me. I'll feed thee sincerely. Be near me, together we be perfect, flawless. I think I love her, she don't notice. I wanna tell her, hope I don't blow it.
Woo! Yes. Oh, what an inspirational. Woo! Just loving. I love it. Do we have our guest on the line? Is Zo on the line? Well, I guess he's not yet, but he will soon. Hello? Oh, I hear you now. How you doing, Zo? Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
How you doing? Pretty good.
Good. Well, you know, I just been bragging and boasting and all that about you. I'm so glad. I've been trying to get you on this platform for a minute. So bless God that we were able to. We know you are a rapper, and that song was amazing. Tell us a little bit about where that song came from, because I know you as a rapper, as a wonderful dancer. Tell us, how did rap start for you?
How did rap start? I was really young. My mother would read, when I was like 5 years old, she would read Dr. Seuss books to me. And I would hear those rhyme schemes from Dr. Seuss when I was real young, and that got in my head. And then a little bit after that, rap came out, you know, like in the early 80s. And I was into listening to Dr. Seuss and into rap. I just fell in love with the language of rap and just the flows and everything. So it started at a young age, but it really started from Dr. Seuss, hearing that as a child. And then later on hearing, like, you know, Run DMC coming out, and I wanted to be part of, that culture. So it started from there. And then I went to school. You know, I furthered my education. I went to school for English literature. So I have a love for language and a love for rhythm. So that's for rap. You know, that's just something I love to do.
Well, my thing is amazing, because as a rapper, to hear that you piggybacked and you kind of got inspired by Dr. Seuss. This is a first for me. I love Dr. Seuss growing up, but you know, a lot of people, you never hear them like kind of put that together. What, Dr. Seuss though? What about Dr. Seuss's books that made you like inspired you?
Well, I hit you one of his bars. The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all the cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally, I sat there with two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball, so we sat in the house. We did nothing at all, and all we could do was just sit, and I did not like that, not one little bit. That's Dr. Seuss right there. That's Dr. Seuss. You put that behind any beat, and it fit. I got it memorized. You put that behind any beat out there, and it will work. You know what I mean? It's aesthetically, it'll work. So that's why I fell in love. I'm like, wait, this works. His stuff was working with the beats. Without the beats, you know, with just the music, with just his books. When I heard the rhythm, like the internal rhythm, I heard it. That's what I just decided for you. I have his songs, his books are in my head still. So. Well, you see how they work rhythmically. They work.
Yes, and you know, you don't realize it, but when you do read it, you have no other choice. There is a rhythm that comes across when you do read it. You're absolutely right. But people I mean, I've spoke to so many rappers. I've never heard them connected to Dr. Seuss. So that's just kudos to you. I'm serious. Yeah. I love Dr. Seuss. I love Dr. Seuss. So to hear it, listen, and you know it by heart. That's a blessing. That is such a blessing.
I know the Green Nation hymn. I know it is. That's been with me since I was 4 to 5 years old. So
look at God. Look at God. There. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah. Wow, and I know you're a wonderful dancer.
Thank you so much.
So we definitely, I mean, you've been on Apollo. I've seen you on so many just wonderful things in the valley, because you're in Lehigh Valley. You know, so that atmosphere, you just set the tone years ago. When I first came to the valley, man, everything was Zo-Zo the dancer, you know, and then the rapper. I was like, man, you are amazing. You are amazing. Yeah. You got a following now. Let me tell you. You got some rep.
You never noticed. I never. You don't notice because you're so into doing your work. You know, I've been stopped at malls before, and people like say, "Can you sign my book?" And I'm like, "What? You actually buy my book?" I'm like, really. So it's a blessing. You don't know it until you really, you know, get out there and see it. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything. The dancing and the rapping and all that. And it's all, to me, it's all related because it's all expressing. You know, it's all about expressing.
But let me tell you something. One thing I know about you left lasting impressions wherever you danced and whenever you rapped places because of your love for it. And it shined through as every time you did a performance. It was like you loved what you did. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they say they love it, but I mean, it just screams. Man, when you would dance or you rap, man, you'd be more hyped than the audience. You would be more hyped. And I'm telling you, that's what really, that left a lasting impression on me, though. Seriously, that is what I really remember about you most. You know, honestly, just a lasting impression. You and then poetry, you know, and that makes sense because of the rap thing, because of the Dr. Seuss thing, you know, the poetry, and I'm assuming that came from school.
That came from school. Like I was exposed to poetry when I was in 8th grade. We had to memorize Edgar Allan Poe lines, and then I had to memorize some parts from The Raven. Then when I got to college, I studied English literature, and I studied 1 year under Sonia Sanchez for African American literature. I was blessed. I didn't even know that she was that famous until after I graduated. It was so funny, but I was blessed to have some great literature teachers, and I also took dance in college too. So I was able to, I think what makes my work different is I know about the literature stuff, and I also know about rap. I can recite to you, you know, something with Shakespeare or Edgar Allan Poe or with Nas or with Lecrae. It's just I don't see any limits when it comes to, I see all poets as rappers and all rappers as poets. You know, I don't see any difference. So I look at it that way. I see it as one entity. And try to
I definitely can hear like your expertise in poetry in your lyrics and the way that you flow when you rap. Like I said, you know, it's so amazing because you're just really vested, and the way you put your lyrics and your wording together is just amazing. And it speaks volumes. It's very uplifting and inspiring, and I just thank you for all that you do, honestly. You are doing some wonderful things in your community, and you always have. Tell us a little bit about what Zo is doing right now. What are you doing right now in light of COVID?
Right now I have my book out, Poems for You and Yours.
Okay.
Yeah, in light of COVID, I have my book out, and I'm doing some book signings. I have a few book signings at Barnes and Nobles, at the Lehigh Valley Mall. I had one. And also I have one coming up at the Promenade, but mostly I'll be doing virtual book signings. But I'm giving out books, you know, sometimes people will inbox me and say, can I get a book? And somebody I might know from high school, so I just send out free books. But I like to be, you know, as much as I can with the COVID in person and talking to people and signing books and giving back that way, you know, through words of encouragement. And when I do send books out, I like to engrave like a special message to them inside the book. So it's not just I'm giving them a book, I'm giving them a book that's engraved to them. So I like to give back in that way, because I got a book from someone when I was younger, and they signed it. And it meant the world to me, and it was just. But I want to give people that same inspiration, because I was inspired, and it's all about inspiration. Like you see how Dr. Seuss inspired me, that I got into what I got into, and hopefully I'll inspire some people that they'll inspire people. We're supposed to keep on going. It's not just about. There's a lot of people out there, you know, doing the arts. I'm just one of them, and I got to play my role, and I'm responsible for people. I feel like I'm responsible for other artists that may come out. Like there's artists that may not have the courage, and they might hear something that I might write, and they may come out. So it's important for us to always keep going forth with our gifts, because you never know who you might inspire, who might come out and inspire somebody else. So it's a very selfish thing to not share your gifts, and I do not want to be selfish. With the parable of the talents, when God got upset. So he's like, I gave you this talents and you didn't, so I want to make sure I get out all my talents that God gave me. So I'm very busy in the community trying to get that out and trying to inspire people.
And that's what I know you for. You're noted for that in the Valley. And when I say the Valley, Pennsylvania, you really are a giver, and you're a supporter of most folk. You just really, you definitely are inspiring. And I mean, I was going to ask you, if you, in light of this COVID situation and the fact that, it looks like at some point we're going to lock down again, hopefully not, but, some people are fighting to keep things open. What is your plan for this up and coming, the fact that your book is out and you're doing the things that you're doing? What is your plan?
Well, I also have, me and my wife have the publishing company, Seed Royale, so we plan on publishing other artists that are going to also maybe locked up in the house. We want to publish other artists and other poets, thinkers, and put their books out. And it's really, I feel like right now it's like a renaissance when it comes with literary, with books. There's so many great books coming out right now. It's like the 90s golden era of rap. It's like the golden era for literature right now, and book, and for independent artists and publishers. So my wife and I want to just publish artists through this hard time, especially writers. We tend to get depressed, and if there's an outlet they can write and get it into a book, we would love to help. So that's what we're planning on doing, just to give it back, publishing people. Of course, publishing our own stuff. I want to put out my audio musical book and kids' books, but we want to help out other people during this time with their publishing. Because I didn't realize how hard it is to get published sometimes and find the right person, but we want to be open to everybody, with all genres, to get their work out. Because it feels so good to see your work in actual stores. It's like surreal to see your book on the shelf. So we want to give other people that feeling too.
And justifiably so, definitely. It's a wonderful feeling. That's just like a singer or a rapper to have your song come out on the market. It's tremendous. It's no feeling better than that. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Again, another way of just giving back to the community and allowing the youth to be able to link into something that is tangible and is going to take their writing and stuff to a whole nother level. And, I'm old school, so it's like back in the day, it was so hard to get publishing companies to accept writings from people.
Wow, it was, you know, that it was just so hard. So to know that it's so much easier now to start your business, even in recording stuff, like starting record companies and different labels. It's just amazing what this world has become and the opportunities that our youth have been given. If they only knew how hard we fought to get them to where they are today. But to God be the glory. Yes. A lot of doors.
Yeah, but that was back in the day. That was a recurring thing. Please,
Yes.
That was back in the day. They would have that thing. Please listen to my demo. Please listen to my demo.
And how many went in the basket, in the trash? People don't even understand how many doors had to get slammed in our face. But, you know, to God be the glory, just for a time such as this, so we can say we got our own LLC, we got our own publishing company, we got our own record company. God is just, man, I tell you, he'll make a way out of no way and open so that you can help others. I'm telling you, such a wonderful man, always about giving, and that's why I love you so much. Your wife, I'm so grateful that you guys have come together to open this actual publishing company and just get people where they can get their work out. Can you please tell the listeners how they can reach out to you wonderful people?
Well, they can go on to they can email us at agaz at seedroyalpublishing.com. That's agaz at seedroyalpublishing.com, and they can email us, and we can let them and just let us know what they want to accomplish through their work and what type of project they want to do. We'll make it happen for them. We also can help them with editing, arranging. I know a lot of people have books, but they don't want to reach out to a publisher. They don't have the chapters arranged. We can help with all the arrangement. We'll also give them a nice review and help out with their audiobooks as well. So we just want to help out any way we can. You know, that we can right now with, with the COVID in that way.
Look at God. And that's such a blessing.
My wife, that song, it is a blessing. That song, that I Think I Love Her, was about my wife, because I was at church. You know, Pastor P.L. Middleton, my pastor P.L. Middleton.
Yes. Know him well.
I went to church one time, and I was at church one time, and I was upset, and I was like, another girl dumped me or whatever, and I was just talking to him. You know, he turned me around, and he said, all right, church, I want everybody to pray for Alonzo to get his wife. I'm like, man, I ain't tell you. But he had everybody put their hands out. And they said, pray for me. That's how messed up I was. He prayed. He said, let me, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to get you a wife. So, you know, that's powerful because when two or more are gathered, there was like 40 people's hands out, reached out to find me a wife. And this is the wife I have. That's the wife that I have. I could not have found a better wife. She can rap. She does art. She got books. She's real. She's my toughest critic. God has the best. He's the best wingman ever. There's no way I could have found her on my own. But I believe that was. But the song was about her, because that song I wrote was about her, because she wasn't quite aware how much I loved her. We were friends first, and then she didn't know how much I loved her. And then it transitioned. But the song was about that, because she was kind of not clueless, but she was unaware how much deeply I wanted to have children with her and marry her. It was, I felt that because I felt that was a calling for me to be with her because of that prayer that was in church. So that song is about, my nervousness and her not knowing and me being nervous. So that's what that's about.
But you know what? When you step out on faith and you believe God and you trust your pastor, your pastor who was right there interceding for you. Pastor Middleton is in the house.
Turn me around.
That is such a blessing.
And I thank him all the time. He laughs. Yeah.
Look, I mean, that's amazing, and that's a testimony in itself, because there's so many single people just looking, to see, if God is just going to bless them with a marriage and a relationship that's lasting, and really with the COVID thing, you appreciate when you are in a relationship, you appreciate who you're with, and during a time such as this, you just thankful, that you have someone that's in your corner that's a helpmate, because that's important, and it's such a blessing that you have that. Honestly, you've been through, we've all been through, so it's good to know that there is a silver lining right there. Give her my love, tell her God bless her, and just keep on. We're going to be bringing her the testimony soon. Don't worry, we ain't forget you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I definitely want to come on just to, talk about her book and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. What a wonderful man you are. I'm telling you, you do so much in this community, and you're always a giver. And so honestly, that's what I know about you. Many folk know you are repped in this place, and it's just such a wonderful thing to know that you're still giving and you're still caring and you're still reaching, and that means everything. I know you got the author thing, you got your publishing. Is there anything else that you're going to be doing in the near future? Any gigs, any shows?
I'm actually working on with my book. I'm working on my audio book for my poem, for my book that I have right now. I'm working on the audio book, but it's going to be like an audio musical book because I rap, so it's going to be like, it won't be as much to distract the reader, but it'll be like maybe like a soundtrack with the audio book. So I'm working on that, but it's taking some time because I have no reference point of someone that's ever done that before. So we're trying to put it together, without no reference, but it's coming out pretty well. So hopefully we'll have that, next couple of months or so. So I'm working on that. Also a children's book I'm coming out with, and another book. So in my album. And so I'm just trying to stay busy with everything, and keep my kids right. My kids are getting into music now. They're getting into. They're gonna be awesome. Yeah, the kids are getting into music and rapping and music. All three of them are very musical because my wife and I both artistic. So they have two parents that are like that. So they're growing up hearing all these songs like Nas and Kendrick Lamar, and they're hearing old school stuff like Al Green. So they're getting a rich education based on my education and my wife's. So
that's it.
I look forward to seeing my kids jump out and do their thing too.
Well, you're going to be right there because you helping folk right now. So that's a blessing, and I mean it. It's amazing the things that you do, and all the good stuff that you got coming up. I know you're going to make it happen because one thing about you're a go-getter. And I mean, honestly, listeners, this man, Zo, is the one. He is someone that you can reach out to. He's left his information. Please reach out to him because he's such a person that will help you. A lot of youth are sitting there, they don't know what to do, and it starts at school. Hello, Dr. Seuss. I can't stop saying that. Dr. Seuss made this man the rapper that he is, the poet that he is. Listen, the author that he is, man. I'm telling you, I got to run that because a lot of folks don't give Dr. Seuss credit for a lot of stuff, but I'm with you. I love me some Dr. Seuss, but this is the first I heard of a rapper, author, poet, just bringing it to light that it started with my man, Dr. Seuss. So that to God be the glory. I tell you, it's the little things. He will use every and anything to get you to where you need to be. Hello?
It was meant.
Amen. Well, God bless you. I know you.
Definitely that.
No, I know your music is definitely speaks volumes to you as a poet, as a someone who raps. I'd love to have the listeners to listen to your next single. Can you break it down? How did that song come about for you? And tell them what the song is.
This song, "Circling," is really it's about my some of the struggles I went through. Like I had an issue with circling, like my thoughts all the time. I would circle. I would struggle with adult ADHD. And then I was having an issue with smoking too much weed before. So I made this song about my circling and my weed usage. And it's a very personal song, but it is quirky because that's how I was trying to get the listener to get into my mind of how I was feeling at the time when I was going through this song, when I go through these experiences. So this song, "Circling," is about, it's just a manic type of song about stuff I was going through, trying to bring you into my world and my head and my testimony. Yes, it's just you got to experience it. I can't really put too much more into it.
Well, we're going to let the song speak for itself. Here we go with "Circling."
Somebody help me, I'm circling. Maybe I'm crazy, I'm really not certain. I'm circling. Somebody help me, I'm circling. Maybe I'm crazy, I'm really not certain. I'm circling. Somebody help me, I'm circling. Maybe I'm crazy, I'm really not certain. Somebody save me, I'm circling. Spacey like Kevin, no silly, I'm hurting. circling, no, I'm not playing. Sweating, nobody don't forget what I'm saying. Somebody help me, I'm doing the most, so obvious. They need to increase my doses. I'm circling, 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 circling. Yeah, I'm circling, 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 circling. Mama, I'm circling, 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 circling. Baby, I'm circling, 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 circling. Woke up this morning and went to the gym. I think that I'm fat, but my clothes fit me thin. It's all in my mind, don't know where to begin. Woke up this morning and went to the gym. Like I already said that. You already said that. I'm losing my mind, man. Where is my head at? I feel like I'm losing time. If life is a place, someone cue my lines. Woke up this morning and went to the gym. That was yesterday. Today I only stepped in and stayed in my bed, wondering when I'm winning. If God would ever try to throw me some gems, I'm inside my crib and my phone's ringing again. It's my friends. I don't answer their life to redeem. Feeling manic, I'm frantic, but happy and singing. Emotions like pendulum swinging again. Somebody help me, I'm circling, circling. Maybe I'm crazy, I'm really not sure. Somebody save me, I'm circling, circling. Spacey like giving, I'm silly, I'm hurting. I'm circling, circling. No, I'm not playing. Sweating, nobody don't forget what I'm saying. Somebody help me, I'm doing the motions so obvious. They need to decrease my doses. Somebody help me, I'm circling, circling. Maybe I'm crazy, I'm really not certain. Somebody save me, I'm circling, circling. Spacey like giving, I'm silly, I'm hurting. I'm circling, circling. No, I'm not playing. Sweating, nobody don't forget what I'm saying. Somebody help me, I'm doing the motions so obvious. They need to decrease my doses. Now I take Latuda. I take sertraline. I used to smoke Buddha. Got higher than mezzanines. But I quit puffing. Was giving me nothing but munchies. Munchies. Gained weight from the muffins. Blew money on 20s and Dutchies. Dutchies. I felt so disgusted. I had to do something. Was having withdrawals. Similar to an alcoholic or a smoker that's hooked up in tall. Took trazodone, but had to leave that alone cause the side effects of that were clearly too strong. But still couldn't sleep cause my mind just been roaming. That's when the doctor prescribed me melatonin. Now I'm getting out, going it out to the streets for a walk as I talk to myself. No one else, big head, get a shrink. Someone said, when I think you need help, throwing up in a sink. Little kid growing up with a dad that was cool, but he drank like swimming pools to the brink. Thoughts to occupy my mind, the cost that occupies my time. Of course, to run into stop signs, can divorce the circles in my mind. But of course, I'm a focus, so they notice I am not a novice, and I know this is gonna be a doozy. But I'd rather do it so much than do it with the liquor and a doobie. But inevitably, indubitably, my lovers they be doing to me. But who could do it? I ain't screwing with me, cause I'm tripping like a family going to it and leave.
Woo! Amazing. Circle in. Yeah, I felt that. I felt that. Man, you had me some flashbacks, you know, because I'm getting older, so I'll be going through that mental stuff, that circling. You know, mine, didn't you? You just said that before.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. I really. Yes. We go through it. And you ain't even got to be on drugs, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't even got to be on drugs. You know, this COVID is doing that, you know. It's doing it. It's definitely doing it. Wow, what amazing. That was so, that was showing that confusion. Wow, what a powerful song. I like that. I like that a lot. Because it really showcases what you go through and what a lot of people are going through with this COVID thing. Honestly, that song speaks volumes to the way the world right now. You know, just going around in circles, like where do we go? Which way do we go? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that is truly an anthem for today.
Like the part about, and especially like the part about I said, I think that I'm fat, but my clothes fit me thin. When you're in the house all the time, you think you're fat. Sometimes you're not fat. You're just in the house all the time. You don't really know. So I started going crazy with that. Like, am I getting big, or am I just in the house too much, or because you're in the house so much with COVID? So I'm like, no, I need to write this down. So it was something I was going through a lot, but I try to get out more and work out more. Yeah.
When we was virtual, you know, because I work with the school, so when we was virtual, man, that was a killer right there. Not being able to go out, being inside, everything was through Zoom or whatever. Woo! I tell you, that was a time. That was major test. And you know, that's what the show is about. The tests that we go through that take us to our testimony. And I have to ask you, what can you say, like, just real brief, don't have to be specific, but a test that took you to your testimony. I know you're a Spirit-filled man, so I know you know about the tests that take you to the testimony. What was that for you?
Oh man, it was hard. Like like I said, I struggled with addiction a lot. With my dad had addiction with alcohol. My thing was weed and women. So, but what shocked me when I was acting a fool out there, I had a friend who contracted AIDS, and he died. Now my friend, he was straight. He wasn't heterosexual. He got that just from being with women. After I saw that, I'm like, you know what? I need to change something in my life. I don't want to die like that. And that really scared me, because I was like, because you can be, you know, before you can be ignorant all that. He got that because he's gay. But no, he wasn't gay. He was straight, just like me. And he got that. And I was like, you know what? I need to, you know, make sure I got to find me a wife. But it was really hard for me to stop those tendencies because my dad was like that, and I saw him growing up doing that. So it was really something I had to really pray for. And that's when I went, like I said, I went to P.L. Middleton, and I was just complaining about my love life, and he, reached out and helped me get, they all reached out to him to get a wife, through God. But that was my test. The lust thing had me really, had me in his grips for a little bit, and it was just tough.
Well, I truly understand that. I had that kind of. I was very, grown. As my older age, I was searching for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
And that has a tendency to lead you into places that you really don't want to be. So I definitely understand what you're saying. And prayer did change. Prayer did change things. God just took control and curbed that appetite. That's an appetite. That demon is something else. You know what I'm saying? Giving God the glory, leaning on him for all understanding. And thank God for that Middleton pastor boy, he's amazing. Can you tell us where we can go and fellowship at Middleton's church? Because there's power in that church. Where's Middleton's church at?
That brother, man, he's more virtual now with everything going on. He's trying to get, to people, he's being very careful, so he's more virtual.
That's all right. We want to know how to get that power.
He still has a packed house.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be like definitely look up.
He's awesome.
Look up Middleton in the Valley. He's amazing, sweetheart of a man, and he truly is a man of God. Honestly, he prays for you, and when he prays, you've been prayed for. So God is just good. I'm telling you. I was joking. Hello. Are you there?
Yeah. Well, I'm here.
Okay. There was like a silence. I was like, oh, what happened? I tell you, the devil, he trying, but he ain't got no power over here.
No, not at all. I wanted to leave you with. I know I got till 9:45. I wanted to leave you with a poem from the book that sums up my experience with God and with the whole thing that you just mentioned about my test. If that's okay.
Yeah, definitely. And then once with the show, I would have you to pray us out at the end, if that would be okay.
That'll be fine. Yeah. Well, I can do it. Yeah. I can actually do it with this. This actually is like a prayer too.
Okay.
All right. This piece is called God. All right. This piece is called God or Schizophrenia, the conversation. Sitting on the stairs, dark nights in my prayers, speaking aloud to God, asking why are things so dang hard? It won't kill you, a voice said. I am merely showing you the real you, sitting on the stairs. Wait, what? Was this all in my head? Yes and no. I'll give you shortcomings to help thee to grow. God? Yep, whatever you want to call me. Your miracle of life, your sight, your light. That's right, it's all me. Expressing myself through you. I give my blessings for you to do what you do. Okay, God, but I don't know how much more I can take. And how are you so sure that I'm not going to break? Because I see all, past, present, as well as things to come. Wherefore I know, though you fall, you shall rise as the sun. Lord, can I be frank? I already know that you will. Lord, why are so many good people getting killed? Everyone has a date. That's all I can say. Plus, your human mind couldn't fathom plans divine anyway. Just know I will give you a long life, prosperity, health, children, and a beautiful wife. Many of these things have already come to pass. Share your gifts with the world. That is all that I ask. For I blessed you with them so that you could be a blessing. My words to you will help others whom are stressing. Everything that happened, my son, is meant to be. Just know the Lord your God shall never have any coward represent me. Tears in my eyes, I rose from the stairs. Redeemed it seemed, dark nights in my prayers. No more panic and cold stares, manic or mania, church or asylum, God or schizophrenia.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. To God be the glory.
That was
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That's some good poems for you and yours.
Yes. And please, tell them where they can get this wonderful work.
Oh, this book is available. You can go on Barnes & Noble. Go to Barnes & Noble and get it. It's on Amazon under Poems for You and Yours. But it's spelled different. It's POEMZ. So just put that in. You won't see any other books like that. So if you put in POEMZ, it'll pop up, Poems for You and Yours. But they can get it anywhere. It's even available in stores at Barnes & Nobles and across the United States. So
well, to God be the glory.
in person.
To God be the glory. Just keep doing what you do. Oh, God bless you. Zo-Alonzo growth is amazing. Thank you so much for coming on my platform and just blessing the listeners. Listeners, you have truly been blessed. God bless. Thank you, Jerry Royce, my tech man, Positive Power 21, in the back doing his thing like he do every Tuesday. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. God bless you, listeners, just for coming in on Tuesdays at 9 and finding it not robbery to be here and spend some time, quality time, with me and my wonderful guests. Thank you, Zoe. I love you. God bless you, my brother. And there's an open door policy.
God bless you. Love you too. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, God bless.
All right. All right. I certainly will. Thank you so much. God bless. Thank you.
Welcome.
The testimony with Paula Brioon, yeah, the diva for Christ, yeah. Why don't you tune in every Tuesday at 9 Eastern Standard Time? You are listening to The Testimony with host Paula Brioun, a.k.a. Diva for Christ. And in case you don't know what that stands for, it's divinely inspired vessel appointed and anointed for a time such as this. Hey, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, you don't want to miss on Speaker.com.